We got London on the track.
100 been dropped on the head of any nigga want it, man. Poppin' yes, any I'm fast, I'm so fast, I'm so faster than Sunny, man. True to man, true to man.
Hi, YoungThug.
Hey, baby.
How you doing?
I'm okay.
It's a pleasure to have you on my Entourage show.
It's a pleasure to have me on my Entourage show.
Are you part of my Entourage?
Of course. For life.
Okay, great. What I want to talk about today is really your life. People don't really know too much about you. They love your music. They get crazy about your music. They know your lyrics by heart. But they don't really know who is YoungThug. Who is this person behind the music? So I would like to introduce to the people today this young guy. You was born August 16th of 1991.
Yes.
In Atlanta.
Yes.
How was it growing up there? What kind of what neighborhood were you growing up? What is the name of the neighborhood?
Jonesboro South.
Okay.
It was hectic. It was, it was a hood, so it was all, it was like, tragic, basically. 90% of the time it's tragic, so it's kind of like the gutter.
And you're part of a big family?
Yes. 11. My mom got 11 kids.
11 kids.
Yes.
When you was young, have you ever imagined you would be one day, this big superstar singing in front of thousands of people? What was in your head when you was young? What were you thinking about when you was young?
I always thought I was going to be who I was, but I thought I was going to be a ball player. Played football coming up, so I thought I was going to be a ball player. But I always thought I was going to be in front of a big audience one day.
Oh, really?
I always thought it, yeah.
So you've always had an artist mind?
Yes.
Great. Was you singing when you was young? Listening to a lot of music?
Yes. Yes.
Like
for
what
life.
kind? Do you remember what kind of music you were listening to?
Yeah, like it was the same music, like rap, like Lil Wayne, Back when I was coming up, that was hot, like the Hot Boys. And then when they broke up, and then Lil Wayne and Birdman thing, I was on to that, Jeezy, Tip, Rick Ross, Gucci Man, of course. Gucci first, and so on, so on. I was on the same thing everybody else was on.
Great. Those are the people that really made you want to do music as a professional, right?
Yes.
Because you literally came from nothing. That's the name of your first mixtape? Came from nothing?
My first 3 mixtapes.
Yeah, your first 3 back in 2011?
Yeah, 10, 11, and 12.
Yeah, so you first dropped the mixtape. You remember what was you talking about, or you was just freestyling and...
I was freestyling, but it was about life. I was always freestyling about life, So sometimes, like, a lot of rap, sometimes you could over exaggerate. Sometimes everybody over exaggerate, but most of the times it was like real life music.
So you were just basically talking about what you was going through?
Yes.
You was going through hard stuff?
Yeah. A little over exaggerating a little, but mostly, yeah, what was going through.
That was it.
Yeah.
And what was exactly the thing that made you, boom, have your hits on radio? And do you remember? Is it someone that you met? How did it start, really?
I think it was just the turn. It was my turn. It was my time. It wasn't nobody I met. Gucci. A lot of people helped me.
Yeah.
But nobody made me who I was. I made myself who I was. Not. Of course. Not being cocky, but nobody didn't make me. But a lot of people helped me. A couple of people helped me. But for us, yeah, I kind of did it myself.
And I heard you also had a big street credibility back then. So people was talking about that, like...
Yes, always popular.
Always?
Always, for life.
So then you dropped a lot of mixtapes, 2010,
2011, and 12.
12 mixtapes so far?
Yes.
The last ones? Slime 6 season. And Slime Season of this year. I mean... How do you create so much, man? It seems like everywhere we go, you just create songs. How can you just drop 12 mixtapes in a few years, in a couple of years?
It's just the work ethic. I always work, even, during shows, before the shows. After the shows, it's always like studio. So I was always eligible to make. I was always capable to make music, and I was experiencing a lot of things. So I was experiencing music, good music, you know, and that was really the key. You know, people like Gucci Mane made me that kind, because Gucci Mane always rap, no matter what he went through. Even with warrants, he had warrants, and he still be in the studio every day like he don't have a warrant. So, you know, them type of people make me be like, well, I gotta rap. That nigga had warrants. Nigga studio every day, they can just come. Real warrants. Ain't that like he was just a kid. I'm like, bro, you want it. So a nigga like, people like that made me just strive to do it.
And how does that make you feel when you make music, YoungThug? How does that make you feel? Is it like...
Yeah, it's like a release.
Really?
Yes, like a relief. Release feels like life, because it's like when you're at the point, the superstardom point, it's very less you can say, you know. And then, you know, a lot of, you know, interviews could hurt you sometimes, you know. So it's like very less you can say. So music kind of express what you feel and who you are, for me, because I don't do a lot of interviews.
I know, and thank you too.
Because some people are not honest. You're honest.
Yes, I am.
Yeah.
That's for real. You're 24 years old now. You've been a father since you're young. You have 6 kids.
Yes.
So how's YoungThug as a father? You're a nice father, good father. Are you strict with your kids?
I think I'm too nice. I ain't strict. Are? Yeah, man. I can't be mean. I'm working on it though. I whooped one of my kids the other day. Whooped him. First time. Told that nigga up.
Well, sometimes you have to.
Yeah, it's so hard though. I guess it's just being young. You know, it's not even being like a rich guy. Yeah, like a superstar. It's hard to whoop your kid. It's really hard to whoop your child, especially if you in love with them. You gonna be like, especially a girl. You gonna be like, no.
Do you manage to get some time for your kids?
Yes.
Yes.
Of course, every time I'm home, it's always kids.
That's
in
great.
Studio. Yeah.
That's really great.
I almost record most of all my music around my kids. They always around.
They give you inspiration?
Of course. All the inspiration.
They're the biggest inspiration.
Yes. Yeah, they are one of the biggest. The fans are probably the biggest, honestly.
Okay.
Your fans
you do
are always
music
going to be.
for your
Yes,
fans?
of course. I do it to feed kids, but you put music out for the fans are the biggest inspiration. Fans. Family and fans.
That's great. Something I want to know, what does YoungThug likes in life? What do you like the most? What are the things you like the most? What makes you
I like
really
jewelry.
happy?
I like, you know, cars. I like rapping. I really like rapping. I like glasses.
Oh, you do?
Yeah. Of course, girls.
What is that you have? What's the glasses you have on?
These are chrome heart, but I call them Farrakhan. Yeah, these are the same glasses Louis Farrakhan had. You dig?
You're a fashion addict as well.
Yes.
So you like...
Live for fashion.
You live for fashion.
Yes.
Do you go to fashion shows?
I've attended a couple, but no.
No? Would you like to go?
No.
No. Okay. So you just like to wear the stuff, but you don't go to fashion shows too much.
Yes.
Okay.
I don't like to be seen that much.
So let's talk now to the reason why you're here in France today. You've done 2 concerts, 2 shows. What I want to know is, how did you feel about the welcome that you have, the fans, the shows? Did you expect that? Yeah,
the turn up was real. The love is real. The advice is real. It's just a real moment. It's a real moment. The people, they're incredible. It's kind of hard to understand that a person that don't even speak your language listens to you or anything that you do. So of course it's always a pleasure. I feel so good because it's like I'm so far away from home and people know word for word, song for song. Yeah, it makes me rap. It makes me make music. It makes me put music out. You know.
Yeah. So France is the beginning of this European tour.
Yes. France is the beginning. Yeah, I did a European tour, but it was only festivals. This is my first European tour, That's my tour. Thanks to you.
Oh.
But yeah, France is the first set of the European tour, and I love it. I don't want to leave. Got some of the nicest girls, the nicest hotels. The people are just, all people are just love. Everybody love. Nobody is on like, everybody is just like rock hard fan. So yeah, it's cool.
Did you eat some French food? Did you taste French food?
I don't eat that much.
Not too much.
I literally brought food from America.
Okay. But you had so much love in France, right?
Yes.
Yeah.
All love.
I'm sure next time you come, it's gonna be even, even
maybe
bigger.
Arena, yeah.
Yeah, even bigger.
Hope so.
So do you plan on releasing an album? I know you have a project with Migos, like a mixtape.
Yes.
Is that true?
Yes.
Versace, 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 Versace.
I'm bringing out a mixtape with the Migos. I'm bringing out a mixtape with Fetty Wap.
Baby, won't you come my way? Got something I want to say. Can I keep you?
I'm bringing out a mixtape with Post Malone.
I want saucing, I'm saucing on you. I'm swagging, oh. I'm ballin'.
Are they done now, or are you gonna?
Almost all of them are done. It's just like probably 4 songs left on one of them. Okay. All of them are done. Those ones like 50 more songs.
Great. So you keep recording music, right?
Yes.
What's the future for YoungThug? How do you see your future? What's the evolution?
Michael Jackson, of course. Michael. Bigger than life.
Bigger than life.
Yeah, can't leave home.
I heard Andre 3000 is a real big fan of yours.
Yeah, that's crazy. He said.
How do you feel about that?
Yeah, that's crazy. We from the same town, but it's still crazy. Cause he a legend.
Yeah.
He's a real legend. That's like Michael Jackson, boy. That nigga packed. That nigga that did a tour, he packed every place out. Sleep outside, waiting on that boy.
But you know what's crazy?
Got $3 million a show. Did 90 days, man. Add that up.
You know what's crazy is that you have all those very big superstars that are fans of you. You're only 24. You started rapping, professionally only a few years ago, and you have all those big stars fan of you. And you stay so humble and so nice.
Yes.
And you don't have a big head at all. How do you manage to do that and be such a nice guy?
I don't know. I guess it's like the struggle. I guess it's where I came from. Just made me. I'm just kind of numb to a lot of stuff. So even the stuff that I don't supposed to be numb to, I be kind of numb to. But I always pay attention to everything. And then I'm just, the struggle it just harmonized me. It just made me humble. I guess just going through so much to the point where even good stuff, even stuff that I supposed to like rock out about, I still be kind of humble to. But I most definitely pay attention to. Like, I almost cried when Andre was like, I'm a fan of YoungThug, you know what I'm saying? But I'm still humble, but I most definitely pay attention to it. I most definitely pay attention to when Kanye West mentions me. I most definitely watch it every day. But I'm just a humble guy. I'm just humble.
Because you think like maybe that's too much good stuff. Maybe if that's too much so good, maybe something bad is going to happen. That's why you focus like this. You don't want to have too much, maybe.
No, it's just all with timing. I'm just one of the guys that believe in timing. So even if
you're right.
Yeah, Kanye can like put an album out with me right now. If I don't feel like it's timing, I'll be like, hold on. You know what I'm saying? It don't matter who it is. It can be Michael Jackson. I just feel like it's all perfect timing. Hey, when me and Andre work, it's gonna be perfect. When me and Kanye work, it's gonna be perfect. Me and them have worked, but when it releases, it's gonna be the perfect time. It's all with timing. I'm just one of the timing type of perfect people.
So if Kanye calls you like tomorrow, okay, let's do an album now, you would say, hold on?
No, I would shoot to him and do it. But if he was to say he want to put it out tomorrow, I probably would be like,
let's wait.
Yeah, like let's put a song out first and see. Yeah, but if he want to work, of course. If Andre want to work, I'm gonna fly to him right away.
Well, I'm sure when they'll see, the big, star that you're, that you're in Europe also.
Yes.
We're gonna call you tomorrow. That's for sure.
Record tomorrow.
Do you play music, YoungThug? Do you play some instruments?
No.
You don't?
I know how to play a couple of things, but I don't. Yeah, I played before, but I don't know.
Yeah, because you told me before that you like to play instruments.
Yes. But I never did it on the beat. I never played a guitar, nothing on the beat. But I know how to play.
Wow, the guitar?
I know a little, kind of little something like that.
You know the piano?
A little bit.
Like what?
Never. I know how to. I can play like 3 different kind of beats. I guess I just always try to study them.
You want to try?
I'm a music head. I'm born for music.
Yeah, you are. You have this particular voice. Everybody keeps saying you have this particular voice and flow that makes you so unique.
Oh wow.
Your flow is really unique. Yeah.
Yeah. You know, it's coming from an old one now. It's a mama saying that it's unique, so you know.
Because there's so many rappers. I mean, a whole bunch of them, they rap the same way. But YoungThug, you know it's YoungThug when you hear a YoungThug records.
Yeah, and it's different.
And it's different. It comes from your head. It comes from where?
Yeah. I noticed that, bro. Every song that I ever put out that's been like, that's been popular to the world, all of them got like a whole different sound to them. Yeah. It's so hard to do. It's hard to rap like that. It's hard for people to catch on to 10 different voices and really love it. Really got 100 million views on every one of them. It's hard for that. If that ain't easy. It's easy to come out with. It's easy to come out like Gucci or Tip, the same flow. Cause you know Tip flow, you know Gucci flow. It ain't easy to come Michael Jackson. It ain't easy to make the people understand 10 different languages. It's not easy to do that. I was looking at it the other day, I'm like, God, I listen to every one of my songs. Every song I ever in my life did always sounded so different from each other. I'm like, it gotta be like a trillion, gazillion rhythms. I ain't ever used the same rhythm, ever. Not on one song.
No, that's
ever.
Right.
No song.
And you know what's crazy too, Thug? Is the way you move. I gotta tell you something, the way you move and your steps, like what you do on stage or what you do in video, you know, so many French rappers, you know, got inspired by that. So if you go to they do. If you go to like one of them concerts or you see the videos, you'll see the steps. How did you come up with those, with this little dance, the little steps?
I don't know, it's just, I know. I guess it's the gangster step. I guess it's the G, you know. I don't know. I don't even think I ain't never thought I knew how to dance. I always seen like producers, people who I've worked with in my past, you know, like copy it and do it. But I always knew I was gonna be a kind of guy that someone was gonna copy. So sure. I never get a big head about none of that. I know someone gonna want to rap like me. I know someone gonna want to dress like me. I know someone gonna want to sound like me. You know, I know somebody gonna want to dance like me. I know somebody's gonna pay attention to all of that. I knew that when I was coming in. I knew I was one of them kinds, so I always had to be humble about that anyway. Like, I know these niggas gonna try to sound like me. I know they gonna try to move, be creative. I know they gonna try it. So I always pace myself for that. But I guess just my rhythm. I guess I just know rhythm. It leads back to instruments. It's like I kind of move. My body kind of move on instruments. Yeah. Yeah. Like my body move off of beats and not my voice. So that's what makes it kind of weird. Because my voice be moving one way and my body move a different way. Right. That's probably why.
And last question, since we're here in France, have you heard any of French rap? We have a big French rap scene. Have you heard any of French raps that you like, or do you know any?
It's a couple, but I'm not good with French. I'm not good with names, but it's a couple. Like the guy whose show I did the other day. That's he got a big. Caris got a big crowd. KRISS, something like that. Yes, he's serious. I put him on my Instagram page. He's serious.
I saw that. That was nice of you to show up at the concerts. I mean, the audience was
he had a great audience. I'm glad you made that happen. And I'm looking forward to working with him. I like him.
That's great.
He's cool. And the other guy who the last time I was here, the little black one. You know, he was on a little scooter.
The one, oh, it's not the one you heard at the radio when it was at the radio show, or you say you like his song?
Oh, the radio, that guy sound good too. Who was that?
Yeah, Booba.
He's serious. Boobas. That boy got rhythm. He pay attention to the US. He got too much rhythm. That man got too much rhythm for Paris, boy. When I'm listening to that, I'm like, what? Don't even stop it. That's how far he is. You can literally listen to his rhythm. I'm one of them kind of guys. So I know he got talent. Booba, he's serious. He means business.
Yes, he is. So you pay attention to the scene, and that's very nice. Thank you very much, YoungThug.
You're welcome.
You've been a part of my entourage today. I gotta thank you very much. Is there one last thing you want to say to your fans all around the world?
You guys should stay tuned. I'm coming with more music. We're not going to, the hustle never stops. You know, we're going. And I want to give a big shout out to my entourage for having me. And I know they want to give me a shout out for having me. And we about to turn up, man. The turn up is real. The advice is real. It's all real moments. Paris, what it do, you know. Europe, I'm here. We're going to turn up, come to the shows. Make sure you don't miss not one date. We're next in Dubai. Make sure you come. I don't know where we're at after Dubai, but I'll be sure to, she'll tell you.
Yes.
Thank you for having me.
Thank you so much. I'll give you a hug.
There's gonna be good times. There's gonna be good times. There's gonna be good times.